Welcome. My name is Brad Gosse. Can everybody just message me in the chat and let me know if you can hear me? Let's start off with that. Can you hear me okay? Shout out to Nerd Loot for tonight's custom tumbler glass. Thanks, Nerd Loot. I'm coming through loud and clear. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, I apologize. I might clear my throat a lot. I've quit smoking, so I'm going through a bit of dry throat stuff. So if you hear me clearing my throat, I apologize in advance. I've got lots of water and a little bit of something else to keep me going. So hopefully that will carry us through. So I'm so glad you're here. I'm just going to mention, I'm going to read, I thought I had all 72 books, but it turns out I have 60. So I'm going to read 60 books tonight, as long as I don't lose my voice in the process. And the top 10 donors tonight, you can give donations in the chat. You can buy super chat. This is all new to me. I've just become YouTube monetized, so there's some stuff that happens. I've never done this before. It's my first YouTube live, so there's going to be some mistakes made. I'm sure I'll look at it a week from now and say I could have done a better job, but for now, this is where we are. And I'm going to just see if there's a way for me to flip this camera around, because otherwise you won't be able to read. Can you see, is my name backwards or forwards? Can you let me know? It looks backwards to me, but maybe it's forwards for you. And if it's forwards, if you can read my name like it's not in a mirror, can you just tell me that? It's right. Okay, sweet. Okay, that's all I need to know. Okay. So I'm going to read 60 books tonight. And the last book that we're going to read is my newest book. And it's called Mixed Animals Are Unique Just Like You. So this book just dropped this week, and we're going to read that last. So stay with me till the end. And this is being recorded, so you can always watch it later. But I'm glad you're here. Your chat's being recorded. I'm so glad that you're here. And in between, I'll try and take some questions. And before I start, if there's any questions, I'll try to answer them. But I'm going to get started in about 1 minute. And I just want to make sure you can hear this. Tell me if you can hear this music.
His name is Brad Gosse. He writes children's books. His name is Brad Gosse.
Please let me know if you heard that. I'm hoping that you did. If so, then I have all my tech set up properly, which is, well, it's what I expect from myself. So, okay. Can I say happy birthday to your dad? Who's your dad? Happy birthday to your dad. What's his name? Sweet. All right. Okay. So I've made a few of you moderators in this chat, so that if there's anybody that's being spammy or that's being, unkind or any of that kind of stuff, then we can remove them. So, if you've come along here for a good time, that's great. If you're going to spam the chat, I have a few moderators in here that are going to boot you. So please don't. Can you say happy birthday to my frog? Yes, E. Brian Rose. I will say happy birthday to your frog, Petey the frog. Okay. Just going to grab some books to get started. And I put them in a bit of an order. And I'm going to start with this one. This isn't my first book, but this book is banned by Amazon, and it's the one book that I give away for free. There's a link in all of my YouTube videos and on my website, bradz.com, where you can download the PDF of this book for free. You just put in $0 and check out. And this book was selling extremely well right before everybody locked down, about a year ago this month. And I was selling a ton of copies of this book on Amazon. And then Amazon wiped out all books with coronavirus in the title. Murchie, thank you very much for the donation. Our first donor tonight. So thank you, Murchie. So this book got banned by Amazon because they just wiped all the coronavirus and COVID products off of their marketplace without any discussion. Even though this was just a joke book, they took it down, they banned it, and they would never put it back. I'm sure if I republished it, they would put it back, but I kind of like having at least one book banned by Amazon, so I'm not bothering to put it back, and I'm giving it to you for free. So if you've in all of my websites, you'll find a link that says get a free book. This is the book that you get for free, but I'm going to read it to you now. This is the first one of the first books that I did in 2020. Sometimes it's hard for you to see why we wash our hands after going pee. Your mother made it very clear germs are what we have to fear. Thank you, Smiling Cat, for the donation. Poop contains the E. coli, a bacteria that might make you die. Coronavirus is not about beer. Death is what we really fear. Now you have been quarantined because your hands you would not clean. Please remember, it's all your fault that you got sick. You never listen, you little prick. You're going to Camp Coronavirus because you didn't wash your hands. Thank you, E. Brian Rose, for the $5 donation. Top 10 donors tonight will receive mystery boxes in the mail from me. Top donor will receive autographed merch. So thank you for being here. Let's see. Jason Chip is here. Jason is going to be added as a moderator as well. I have a few people moderating the chat tonight, so thank you for that. So that was, you're going to Camp Coronavirus because you didn't wash your hands. I'm going to stick that over here. Thanks for joining us. The next book we're going to read is called Furious George Tears Off Your Mother's Face. Monkeys are cute, but they aren't great pets. Your mom brought one home. Now your bed is all wet. George is what you named your new friend. He seems cute today, but well, this won't end. George isn't stable. His brain isn't right. The voices inside of him constantly fight. Poison Purgatory, thank you for the $50 donation. You are definitely going to be getting some merch tonight. We sent him away to a very nice place. But your mom won't recover. He tore off her face. Furious George tears off your mother's face. Jonathan, thank you so much for the donation. Murchie, thank you again for the donation. Love the books from Ottawa. Thank you. Hey, ma'am, the books are life-changing. Thank you. Love the books. Can't wait to get the rest. I'm so grateful for all of you joining me tonight and for your contributions and just for being here. This is amazing. Jen can confirm I do send packages to people. It's no bullshit. I do. I send out autographed books. I send out stickers. I send out all kinds of cool merch. Next up, we are going to read Conjoined Twins 1 and 2. And some of my books I have theme songs for, not all of them, but this is one of those books. So let's do that.
Where does one end and the other begin? Conjoined twins. Where does one end and the other begin?
If one commits a crime, do they both go to jail? What if one dates a male and the other dates a female? How many seats do they buy on a plane? Can they read the thoughts in one another's brain? With 8 limbs, are they an octopus by definition? At the movies, do they pay 2 admissions? If they share a butt, who decides when to poo? If one of them dies, does the other die too? If one gets pregnant, are they both the kid's mom? Will they ever find 2 dates for the prom? What if one gets into college and the other does not? What happens if just one wants to tie the knot? Do they need 1 passport or 2? If one wants to have sex, what does the other one do? Conjoined Twins 1 is available on Amazon. Rob McAllister, thank you so much for your $10 donation. I'm glad you're here. And you have the Royal Canadian Mint logo as your logo. That's pretty cool. Brad Dennis, thank you for your $20 donation. And you're asking me which one of my books is my favorite. That's a difficult question. It's usually the most recent book, but I'm partial to the series. So I really like Cinnamon, Conjoined Twins, and Dead Babies, which I have 3 of. Those are kind of like, they did so well, I decided to make sequels to them, and so I enjoy them a little bit more because they're more like, I guess they identify with me a little bit more because I worked harder on them, I put more time into them, and now Murder Clowns as well, which is another book that's new. It's a graphic novel that I'm actually sending off to be slabbed to CGC with my signature on them. I'm going to sell autographed. Or give away as well some autographed graphic novels. So Killer Bird, thank you for being here. There are 3 dead babies. There are 3 dead babies for sure. So we're going to get to those in a minute, but we're going to do Conjoined Twins 2 next. Logan, I am going to show Murder Clowns at the end. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not a reading book as much as it is to kind of show you the pages, but we'll do that as well. So Conjoined Twins 2 is up next. And I'll mention one more time, top 10 donors tonight will get mystery boxes in the mail. The higher your donation, the cooler your box will be. It'll be, stickers or books or autographed merch, that type of a thing. So thank you for contributing. It means a lot to me that you're supporting me as a creator, and I'm glad you're here.
Conjoined twins, where does one end and the other begin? Conjoined twins, where does one end and the other begin?
What if one can swim and the other cannot? Can just one of them become an astronaut? How often do they need a diaper change? If they grew 100 feet tall, wouldn't that be strange? When they ride the bus, do they pay one price? Have they ever been trapped underneath the ice? Are they a byproduct of nuclear radiation? Have they ever been left outside a fire station? If one commits arson, does the other one squeal? Have they ever been served as a rich person's meal? What if one is employable and the other can't work? Have they ever been left at the side of the road by a jerk? Will they ever be able to surf gnarly waves? What if one go to church if the other prefers homestays? Can they still find a job at the circus? Have they ever tried the stand-up comedy circuit? Have they ever blown away in a tropical storm? Has a government ever weaponized them for war? Do they need a special saddle to ride a horse? Do they count as 1 or 2 at the golf course? Do they attend conjoined therapy in group? What if one likes hot and the other cold soup? What if one gets rich while the other is poor? Could they ever have a career in parkour? Conjoined twins 2. Okay, so I'm seeing some questions here. What's the first collector's item you bought? We'll get in. I have a video about my collector's item, so I won't get into that because it bores a lot of people. But yeah, we're just getting started. If you just got here and you're late, you've only missed a few books. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Top 10 gifters tonight, donors in this live chat will receive mystery boxes from me. Top gifter will receive autograph stuff from me. But based on how much you donate, I'll figure out how much to put in, but I'll make sure you get your money's worth. So thank you so much for being here. It's so cool that you've joined me. Next up, we're going to read Meet the Hipsters. We're going to read A is for Alcoholism. We're going to read Your Life is a Lie. And we're going to read one of the favorites, which is Mom's OnlyFans. So stick around. That's what's coming up next. But we have a big stack of books to get through. It's going to be fun. Have I ever thought about making a TV show? I would love to make a TV show. Do you know anybody who's hiring for people to make TV shows? Because I would totally make a TV show. Hook me up. What do I think about Dr. Seuss getting canceled? Well, I'm happy to fill the void. So you know what? It's one less competitor for Brad Gosse, as far as I'm concerned. So you know, they canceled themselves, right? Dr. Seuss canceled. Well, Dr. Seuss is gone, but the company behind Dr. Seuss was they're the company that decided to pull those books. So they canceled themselves, really. And I have no intentions to cancel myself anytime soon. So Urban Automotive is here. Welcome, Mike from Urban Automotive. He likes the tumbler. Thanks to Nerd Loot for the tumbler. There's a link in the description for them. So thank you for the conjoined twins laser engraved tumbler. I'm a whore. I'll take sponsorships from anybody. You send me something, I'll plug the shit out of you. Yeah, that is Venom Karen. I bought a Karen wig for some new stuff that I'm going to be doing, and I thought it was appropriate to keep the wig on Venom. So that's Venom Karen now. So, all right, next up, we're going to read Meet the Hipsters.
Meet the hipsters, ethically sourced and sustainable. Meet the hipsters, ethically sourced and sustainable. Meet the hipsters.
Atticus keeps up with the latest trends. Astrid's Instagram fantasy has no end. Sterling is a practicing thespian. Flannery thinks public parks are too pedestrian. Finn always has time to meditate. Poppy can't hold a job because she's always late. Holden spends too much money on his beard. Sadie doesn't think gentrification is weird. Dax moved in with his mom and dad. Sullivan started a podcast. It's really bad. London can't pay her art school student loans. Ike protests globalism with tweets from his iPhone. Neva is trying to write a book with a typewriter. Asher is inventing a sustainable cigarette lighter. Meet the Hipsters, ethically sourced and sustainable. Jonathan Covell, thank you so much for donating to encourage others. You love Mom's OnlyFans. It's coming up next. I'm going to move it higher in the list because you requested it and you're donating, and I appreciate the love. A thespian is a fancy word for an actor. So would you mind telling me your opinion on cans? Like, I don't know who that is, so I don't have an opinion. How do you not laugh when you do these? I have done these a lot. So I've kind of gotten past that point, I guess. All right. So next up, because Jonathan mentioned it, I'm going to move right on to, this is one of the most requested books when I go on Omegle. I show people, 10 different books, and if this is in the stack, it's most likely to get picked. Everybody loves it because it's true, I guess, and because it's a cool book and it's a cool song, and everybody gets it in 2021.
Mom's only fans, new beginnings from difficult choices. Mom's only fans, new beginnings from difficult choices.
Mom's OnlyFans. Mom and Dad were fighting too much, so Dad packed his bags. He said she was such a bitch all the time are the words that he spoke. Now they're divorced, and he left your mom broke. Difficult choices your mommy must make, but she's a strong lady, so make no mistake. She went out shopping for sexy costumes, then put a backdrop and lights in her room. And then she picked up a fancy new cam. Yep, you guessed it. Mom's on OnlyFans. She's making videos in various clothes. What she does on meetups, nobody knows. But your mommy no longer struggles with rent. Her account has made it to the top 5%. Mom's OnlyFans. All right, so Rob McMaster, did you mention you are going to do merch? I have merch. I have a huge merch store already, and I have all my books are available on Amazon, and I'm giving away merch to the top 10 donors tonight. So if you're one of the top 10 donors, I don't even think we've had 10 yet. So if you're even in the 10 donors at this point, you have a good chance of getting some merch. But I'll make sure that it's equal to the amount of dollars that you spend so that you're well looked after. But I'll send out autographed merch. I've got books, posters. I have these cool. These are cool. These are, we're going to read this book. We haven't yet read this book. So Help Me Step Bro hoodies. That's some of the merch you can get your hands on. So there you go. Just some of the merch that I have available in my Redbubble store, and I'm starting to add merch to my YouTube store because YouTube has a different platform that I have to use for merch, so I have to re-upload all my merch to another platform. Hard times. Just Ava, what tags do you use on Omegle? Lately, I've been using the tag YouTube, but sometimes I ride bareback with no tags. I just go in, no keywords, and I match with a lot of penises. So yeah. I don't recommend it if you don't like looking at dicks. I kind of like looking at dicks. Like I have a little bit of fun. I yell at them. I tell them what's wrong with their dick, and then they skip me very quickly. Last book we're going to read tonight is the newest book, just came out this week. It's called Mixed Animals Are Unique Just Like You, but we're not going to read that yet. Alexander09, thank you very much for the contribution. I appreciate the love. Do you record the stream? I hope so. I'm pretty sure YouTube does it automatically. If they're not doing it, we're in trouble. Amber is giving a $20 donation. Thank you so much, Amber, for the love. I appreciate that very much. Okay, we are going to read Your Life is a Lie. Your parents created a false reality. So we are going to, I know what you're saying about bad words, and we are going to be careful with how many bad words we say tonight because we want I want my videos to have advertisers on them. But we're also going to have some fun. So either way. Do you announce before you go on Omegle? Elaine Pitts, I do not. I usually just go on late night. So yeah, it's what it is. Alexander09, I would give more, but I don't trust adding my bank card. I understand. You have another 50 for taking the dicks off Omegle. Thank you, Poison Purgatory. I appreciate that very much for the $50 contribution. I would give more, but I don't trust adding my bank card. Look, Google already has all your shit. You give them your bank card or not. If they want to rip you off and steal your identity, they're way ahead of you for that. They could do that anyway. So, hey, James Justice is here. I've known James for quite a while. Welcome, James. All right. So next up, your life is a lie. Your parents created a false reality.
Your life is a lie. Your parents created a false reality. Your life is a lie. Your life is a lie.
So thanks to the guy with the R word name that I can't say for the 99-cent donation. And thank you to Sue Richter for your $20 contribution. I'm so grateful that you came. Top 10 gifters tonight receive free merch in the mail. Urban Automotive, thank you for your $50 contribution. I'm so glad you all came to watch me read every book ever written. Unicorns aren't real. Buckle in. I'm about to hit you in the feels. Tooth fairies are completely fake. You found mom's money when you were awake. Nobody knows why they pay for your teeth with cash. Old teeth are gross. They wind up in the trash. Easter celebrates the day Jesus died. We told you stories of bunnies and chocolate. Who knows why? What the fuck is a leprechaun anyway? Nobody has a fairy godmother, okay? Your dad's boyfriend was never your Uncle Todd. Cupid is a total fraud. Noah never built an ark to save the species. If you make a funny face, it will never freezies. Dragons aren't real with their mouths ablaze. Thanksgiving wasn't really the happiest of days. We know there aren't any real fairies, and we're pretty sure there's no such thing as zombies. There's no such thing as a 5-second rule. Making up Santa Claus was extra cruel. Hop and skip and count to 3. Mom and dad created for you a false reality. Your Life is a Lie is available on Amazon. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to my first ever YouTube live stream. My name is Brad Gosse. It rhymes with sauce. It's not goose. It's not gross. It's not Gosse. It's not Gossef. It's Gosse. And it rhymes with sauce. And that's the best way to remember. I'm so glad you're here. Top 10 gifters tonight receive mystery boxes in the mail from me. And you can ask around. I send them out. No bullshit. My cheapest book is $10 and my most expensive book is $50. And all my books are $10, but then I have 14-in-1 volumes. I have these ones here. I'll show you. I have these books here, which are volumes 1 and 2 of 14 of the most terrible children's books ever written. So these are $50, but you're getting 14 books in one. So $100 gets you 28 books. Or you can buy the ones you like individually for $10 each. So my advice is to pick out a few that you like and just buy the $10 ones, unless you really want, all of them. And then these multi-volumes are the best way to go. I don't have the whole set for sale, but eventually I'm planning to put out a hardcover with maybe 50 books in one in one volume. So that is on the table. But I'll mention that book will probably be black and white, because the most expensive thing to make is a full color book. And the more pages you do, the more you have. I have 72 books, but tonight we're going to read 60. I have room for 60 books tonight. So custom tumbler tonight is by Nerd Loot. Thank you for sending me this cup with conjoined twins on it. Next up, this book. I haven't really put this into the rotation much because, I don't know, it's maybe not my favorite, but some people love it. So it's called Murder Hornets, From Asian Invasion to Overrated Sensation. Top 10 donors tonight receive free merch in the mail. Just saying. Murder Hornets started with a big scare. One sting promised great despair. Once you were all the rage until COVID-19 took the stage. 2020 should have been your glow-up year, terrorizing people with your unique brand of fear. Stories of your sprees of murder replaced by exhausted healthcare workers. Everyone stayed home this year, preventing you from spreading fear. Outshined by another Asian invasion, COVID-19 was the big occasion. In the beginning, fear was evoked. Now you have become a joke. Murder Hornets. Jonathan Covello, thank you again for the contribution. I can't stress how much, how cool it is that you support my creativity and my work. Makes me smile on the inside, even though I'm a very dry humor type of a person. Thank you. You make me happy, and you make me want to get up in the morning and sing with the butterflies. So thank you for that. What happens if, say, 3 people donate 50? And Alexander, if a whole bunch of people make a whole bunch of donations, I'm going to make sure that more than 10 people get mystery boxes. That's how that works. I would rather give more to more people than say, you just got the autographed one. Oh, I sent you an autographed one, Poison Purgatory. Thank you for buying an autographed book, or maybe you got, I don't know how that happened, but thank you. If a whole bunch of people make a whole bunch of donations, Alexander, then more than 10 people will get boxes. That's how that will go. I'm not gonna say, well, I'm limiting it now. Like, I got lots of free stuff to send you, and basically I'm gonna make it worth whatever you gave me. So if there's more than 10 donors and it's a significant amount, then I'm gonna make sure that everybody gets something, even if it's a few stickers in the mail. I'll look after you. So I'd rather give more than give less, if that answers your question. What is your opinion on bone broth? That sounds disgusting. Sounds disgusting. Sick Pets. To Make You Sad Before Bedtime is the next book. And then we're going to read Insomniac and Friends, the Clowns That Put You to Sleep. And we're going to read Suppositories, the Pills You Put in Your Butt. And we're going to read Cinnamon, a Horse Forced into the Sex Trade. So those are the books that are coming up next. All right. Sick Pets to Make You Sad Before Bedtime. It's sad that you can't read all the books on TikTok. You know what? Everybody's got their rules, right? Community guidelines are what they are. And I definitely don't love TikTok for how censorship happy they are. But hey, Lindsay Taylor's here. Welcome, Lindsay. Lindsay, actually, her sons are in my book, Murder Clowns. We've made them into clowns. What is my favorite book? I think I said it before, but it's usually the series, like Conjoined Twins, Dead Babies, Cinnamon, the ones that I've done more than one of. What's my opinion on Oreos? I love Oreos. All right. Sick Pets to Make You Sad Before Bedtime. Welcome to the vet. We have many sick pets. Many will die, so don't get upset. This dog has cancer. This dog has fleas. This cat has AIDS. This dog always pees. This cat got diseased when he ate a sick mouse. This dog is too anxious to leave his own house. This cat has a fever caused by the flu. This dog got sick from licking dirty shoes. This cat will die in a couple of days. Abandoned while sick, this dog is now astray. This cat has distemperament. It makes him go crazy. This dog throws up. He's become very lazy. This cat got sick, and nobody knows why. This dog is so sick, we have to let him die. This dog got stung by a nasty-ass bee. This cat got hurt falling out of a big tree. We discovered something wrong with this dog's poo. This dog can't keep dinner down. He always has to puke. This dog was dirty. She just needed a shower. This dog is helpless. He'll be dead within the hour. Sick Pets to Make You Sad Before Bedtime is available on Amazon. Eric Morrow, thank you so much for the contribution. Again, top gifters tonight, at least the top 10 gifters, if not more. Thanks for pointing that out. It makes sense. At least the top 10, if not the top 15 or 20 gifters tonight are going to receive mystery merch boxes or envelopes from me in the mail. It might be autographed books and posters. It might be stickers. It might just be a thank you note. But I have a lot of cool stickers. I'm just kidding. You'll always get stickers. I have a lot of cool stickers, including this one here. It's a new one that I just got. It's Hammers the Herpes Hamster from the book STDs and You, Learning from the Animals at the Zoo. Are you making more cinnamon books? Absolutely. There are more cinnamon books coming, and I would love to make more and more cinnamon books because cinnamon is one of the most popular books I have right now. So, in fact, Cinnamon, A Horse Forced into the Sex Trade is my bestseller right now. So definitely there are more cinnamon books coming. As 2 cinnamon books, we're 2 books away from the cinnamon books. So we'll be there in a second. Jose Sequedo, I'm glad I found you through TikTok, subscribing to your YouTube. Best decision ever. Love your books. Wish you the best and a lot more success. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't gotten to Baba Black Sheep yet. No, Baba Black Sheep's coming. I've picked the order so that I've spaced out, some of the more popular books. Lindsay Taylor, thank you so much for the $99 contribution. That is so cool of you to do that. All the top donors tonight will receive merch by mail from me, and I'll make sure to make it equivalent to what you give. So you'll get your money's worth. And I'm just going to send you a couple stickers. If you give me $100, I'm going to send you autographed merch, cool stuff, books, posters, cool stuff. Thank you so much for being here. We've got a lot more books to read, so I'm going to keep going. The next book we're going to read is one of my favorites. It's called Insomniac and Friends, The Clowns That Put You to Sleep. The Florida Man books are in here. We're going to get to the Florida Man books as well. I have the Florida Man stand books, a couple of them here to read tonight. So yeah, if you're waiting for Florida Man is coming as well. Absolutely. Love the Florida Man series. So Insomniac and Friends, The Clowns That Put You to Sleep.
Insomniac and Friends, the clowns that put you to sleep. Insomniac and Friends, the clowns that put you to sleep. Insomniac and Friends.
Can you read the Bible? We should do that one night. Let's do that one night. Insomniac and Friends, the clowns that put you to sleep. Yeet Yeet likes to watch you sleep. Pickles, under your bed he creeps. Switchblade eats your favorite stuffies. Pedo lures you away with puppies, and we're going to get to Pedo Clown tonight as well. Shifty plans to collect your teeth. Twisty smells your hair while you sleep. Clammy lives inside his van. Hank once had to kill a man. Tootie smells your dirty socks. Busby laughs at electric shocks. Touchy hides beneath your stairs. Bubbles constantly overshares. Twinkles spends the night robbing graves. Fappy keeps a few human slaves. Pogo appears in your bathroom mirror. Tonguey's intentions couldn't be clearer. Tito waits outside your house. Jeff will bite the tail from a mouse. Insomniac and Friends, the clowns that put you to sleep. Thank you again. My name is Brad Gosse, rhymes with sauce. You're in my basement. We're reading children's books. It's like my own personal daycare center, except attendance is optional. Next up, I'm going to read Suppositories, the pills you put in your butt. Then I'm going to read Cinnamon, a horse forced into the sex trade. Then I'm going to read Cinnamon visits the glue factory. Then I'm going to read Black Sheep. So stay tuned. That's what's coming up next. I'm glad you're here. Top donors tonight will receive merch in the mail from me, some of it autographed. I'll do my best. Thank you so much. Dude, are you in Toronto as well? Yes, I am in Toronto. But I don't have the Toronto accent. I don't say yo guy. Suppositories, the pills you put in your butt. I had a song for this, but, well, can't find it. When your poo is stuck, it's called constipation. You need to ask the doctor for special medication. What's the story with suppositories? The pills for your butt. It's all your fault. You ate too much cheese. Now you just want to poo. Please. Rectal medication works so fast. But it only works if you put it in your apples have fiber to help you poo. But it's too late for your number 2. We got your prescription. It says PR. That means per rectum. And now we have to stick it up how far? What's the story with suppositories? The pills for your butt. Suppositories is available on Amazon. And it's one of my 72 books. It's one of the 60 we're going to read on this live stream. I'm going to keep going because we have a long way to go here. So, again, I'm so grateful you're here. Top donors receive merch. You know how this works. You're in my basement. Attendance is optional, but it's kind of like once you're here, you never leave. So, next up, my best-selling book this month, which is called
Cinnamon, 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 a horse forced into the sex trade. Sex trade.
All right. He's the most popular of all of the horses. What's his name? His name is Cinnamon. Joanne Smith is here. Welcome, Joanne. Alexander, why can I donate? I don't know what you're asking, if you can or can't. I can't help you with that, unfortunately. I wish I could. Cinnamon, a horse forced into the sex trade. Cinnamon is a special horse. He's always happy to run, of course. Cinnamon wins all the races. He puts smiles on people's faces. Cinnamon has a good career. Retirement will soon be near. Until Cinnamon broke his leg. And now he will be forced to peg. Lady horses all day long. Cinnamon will be used for his dong. As he gets ready for his daily jerk, he realizes that this is sex work. Once he was the star of the show. Cinnamon has become a hoe. Cinnamon. Colton is asking, should I donate? Absolutely, you should donate. I'm sending out merch to all my top donors tonight, so get in on the action. You'll get some merch. All right, here's what's coming up next. We're going to read Cinnamon. He visits the glue factory. We're going to read Baba Black Sheep. We're going to read Daddy's a Simp. We're going to read a throwback to our old friend Dr. Seuss because I'm going to fill his hole, The Cat That Shat. That's what's coming up next. Stay with me. I'm so glad you're here. Donate as much as you can afford, Colton. The more money you give me, the more shit I'm going to send you. That's how that works. So you give me $500, I'll send you $500 worth of stuff. You give me $50, I'll send you $50 worth of stuff, you know? We're all whores. We're all whores. And horses. Here you go. Thank you, Big Spoon. Thanks for the signed Worst Children's Books, autographed 1 and 2, and thanks for making my wife disappear in Murder Clowns. Hey, thank you for your support. I appreciate that. I will donate only $350. That's not an only. That is amazing, Colton. You give me $350, I'm going to send you a lot of stuff. So thank you in advance for that. Cinnamon visits the glue factory is part 2 of Cinnamon. Lindsay's right. It's like buying tickets to his shows. Yeah. Imagine you bought a meet and greet package for my show. I'll make sure you get lots of cool stuff. Happy to support the people who support me. So I appreciate the love. Whoops, wrong one. Cinnamon visits the glue factory.
Cinnamon, 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 cinnamon visits the glue factory.
When your parents split up, your dad vacated. That's when he irrationally overcompensated. You didn't understand. You just got a new horse. Nobody thought this through. They were busy with divorce. You laughed and ran and jumped and played. These were your happiest days. Cinnamon is what you named your new friend, but he was too big for us to keep in the end. The stable doesn't want him. They say he's a burden, and the house is filling up with smelly horse turden. Cinnamon can't stay. I hate to tell you, he's off to a factory that only makes glue. Glue is made from a variety of horse parts. You'll remember Cinnamon when doing your art. Cinnamon. Tara Guyot's here. Welcome, Tara. Let's see some of the questions that are coming up. Is it the total donated or just the top? Look, if you're donating me more than the price of a stamp, I'm going to make sure you get something. I'll reach out to you and I'll get your address. I'll send you something. If you're giving me a lot of money, I'm going to make sure you get a lot of stuff. I'll autograph a bunch of books. You tell me what you want. I'll make sure you get it. I can't quantify it exactly right now, but there are people in this chat right now who will tell you that I'm a man of my word. And when I say I'm going to send you something, you'll get something. I send out all this. I ship everything out that I promise. So, whatever you feel comfortable giving, I will make sure you get your money's worth in autographed content, autographed merch from me, and we can talk about what you want. If you've already got some stuff and you want to make sure I don't duplicate it, whatever you want. I'm happy to help you out. So I'm going to take care of all of the people who give reasonably high donations in here. So what does that look like? I guess anything over $5 or $10, I'll make sure you get something in the mail. So thank you. Next up, one of the most popular books ever written by me. And I think maybe one day a international New York Times bestseller. Everybody loves it. And it's the only book where I have to do voices and I have a dry throat. So bear with me if I'm a little bit quiet and I'm not screaming into the microphone. But here we go.
Black sheep deals with another routine spell.
Centrin, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I think Cinnamon needs an unknown bastard daughter like Candy or Vanilla or Cherry to continue on the tragedy. That's actually a really good idea. I like that idea. So this book was banned by TikTok, and not for the reason you would think, because they have tried to ban some of my stuff. It's been taken down for racism. And then I say, and then I appeal it and I say, shining a light on racism isn't racism. It's shining a light on racism. And then they put it back up. But this one they took down for the last page. And because the last page mentions something that's outside of the community guidelines. So I can only read it on YouTube now. And if I read it on TikTok, I have to leave out the last page. And you'll understand when I get there. It has nothing to do with racism. Has to do with a completely different topic that is verboten over at the TikTok. So, Baba Black Sheep, please step out of the car. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, no, I'm unarmed. Do you know why I stopped you today? Because of the fur color I display? You match the description of a suspect I seek. Buddy, it's the 4th time to happen this week. I profiled you because you are black. And you drive a Mercedes, which seems kind of whack. Either this car is stolen or you make too much money. A drug dealer or car thief, and neither is funny. I need to justify this routine stop so everyone thinks that I'm a good cop. For my safety, put your hands behind your back. Since I can't find anything, I planted some crack. Baba Black Sheep. All right, so here's what's coming up next. We have a huge stack of books to do next. So let's see what's going on. Someone's saying this is sad, dude. Okay. Brad Dennis, thank you so much for the $20 contribution. I appreciate the love. Hey, look, the truth hurts. That's what it is. That's how the truth works. It's painful and it's difficult for people. And a lot of people get butthurt over that book. But you know what? These things really happen. And, you know, some people get angry and they're like, Brad, you're trying to make political statements. I'm making jokes, for one. TikTok banned it because of the drugs. They didn't ban it because of the race. They banned it because of the drugs. And, you know, say what you want about society and where we are and whether you believe in all of these causes and things that are going on. But, you know, I'm telling stories that make people laugh. I'm not trying to change your mind about anything. I'm not here to make you vote for somebody you don't want to vote for. I'm not here to convince you of some agenda that I have, because I don't have an agenda. My agenda is purely to make you laugh. And if you take it any further than that, if you take it 1% further than that, you got me all wrong. Because I'm not a political person. You know, I do believe racism exists. Of course, anybody who denies that is an idiot. You know, but I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to make you be something you're not. So if I make you uncomfortable, then maybe my humor is not for you. It's that simple. So that's how that works. Next up, is another favorite. A lot of people request this book when I show it to them on Omegle. And this book is called Daddy's a Simp.
Your daddy's a simp, simp, simp. Your daddy's a simp, simp, simp. Yes, your daddy's a simp. Don't expect much inheritance.
When your mommy died, your dad had it rough. He got himself right, even though it was tough. So he set himself up with a dating profile. He shaved off his stubble and polished his smile. It's been a long time since your dad went on dates, and he came home happy. Everything turned out great. But things seem strange with your dad's new lady. He's taking her on lots of big shopping trips lately. She's not even affectionate with your dear old dad, always too tired for sex, and that's bad. And then something happened that seems kind of strange. He bought her a house just a few blocks away. His girlfriend won't touch him. She calls him a wimp. I'm sorry to tell you, your daddy's a simp. The Daddy's a Simp is available on Amazon, as are all of my books. And I'm glad you're here. Top gifters tonight. I don't know. I think it's going to be more than the top 10 donors. I think maybe the top 15 donors now are going to be receiving mystery boxes from me, autographed merch. You're going to get some cool stuff in the mail. I promise you that. There are people in this chat room who can back me up and tell you that I do send out merch. So sometimes I put my kids to work stuffing envelopes. So that's how I roll. Child labor. Piranha Kennels, thank you so much for the $50 donation. I appreciate the love. So someone asked about the drawings. I don't draw, but I hire cartoonists to do the drawings for me, and most of my art comes from my company, which is called Vector Toons, and that's a clip art company. So a lot of this is just clip art that I use, and I sort of mock it up together to make the pages, and then anything custom, like this next book is 100% custom. So I hire a cartoonist to do that stuff. And how it works is I pay a lot of people will pay their cartoonists a royalty. My cartoonists prefer to be paid in advance for their work. And I secure the copyrights. I pay them an above market rate for their work in advance because they don't really want to put their names on a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. So they just make what I ask them to make, and they're like, just pay me for it, and I don't want any credit for this stuff. So I don't name them, but I don't claim to be the artist either. But if they wanted their names on the books, I'd put them on. But I don't. They don't really like to. They don't really like to associate themselves with my dark humor. So that's cool too. Centran, thank you so much for the $5 contribution. Another book idea, the Chinese-owned TikTok will just love. Female president of the 11-acre woods called Minnie the Woo. Minnie the Woo. Kind of like the sound of that. Okay, so this book here is kind of a throwback now because Dr. Seuss has canceled himself, or the Dr. Seuss company has canceled some of their books. And I made this a few months ago, purely on coincidence, just kind of in the style, in the theme, because a lot of people say that my rhymes are similar to Dr. Seuss. And that is really the best thing you could possibly say. Although I do like to be compared to Miley Cyrus and Cardi B and Sarah McLachlan. So those are also more than fair comparisons in my opinion. So here we go. The cat to chat. There once was a cat that always shat. Imagine that. He shat on this. He shat on that. He shat on your brother's baseball bat. He shat on a rat He shat on a mat. He shat on the desk of a lazy bureaucrat. He shat on a hat. He shat on a gnat. He shat on a man while he screamed, "Bombaclat!" Bombaclat. Wherever he went, he left behind shat. He often shat wherever you sat. He even shat on the tail of a cat. Use a toilet? Whoops. One time he shat on a jar of pork fat. Use a toilet? No, said the cat. I'm a lazy cat who likes to lay flat. Your job is simple, to clean up my shat. The Cat That Shat is available on Amazon. All right, so here I'm just to show you what's coming up here. This is all I have left to read you. So we're not even halfway through this evening's festivities. It is now 9 p.m. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. My name is Brad Gosse. Top donors tonight will receive mystery boxes in the mail. I send out autographed merch. I send out cool stuff to cool people. So you support me, I'm going to make sure you get your money's worth. And I'm so grateful that you're here. My goal is to entertain you. I've said it before. I'm not here to change your mind about anything. I'm not here to force you into any political thoughts or agendas. If you get triggered, we're probably not going to be right for each other. And it's not you, it's me. Next up, we're going to read How Daddy Got an STD.
How Daddy got an STD. STD. Understanding same-sex and prostitution. How Daddy got an STD. STD. Understanding same-sex and prostitution.
Dad goes out every night. After he and Mommy fight, what he does we do not know. Mommy says he's with a hoe. Suddenly, Dad got a rash. A Mommy can't stop talking trash. In the car, and off we go. To the doctor, he must show his penis has a strange red bump. The hookers are who he likes to hump. Now Daddy has the HIV. A disease you can get sexually. Mom and Dad no longer talk. Because why? Because Dad can't contain his cock. How Daddy Got an STD. I have so many books. They're so heavy that I can't stack them all on my desk at once without it getting all wobbly and weird. And so I have been forced into stacking them up and then putting them on something else. So here we go. The next book I'm going to read is called, and this one doesn't get asked for very often, but I really like it. It's called You People. Acceptable ways to use that phrase.
You people, acceptable ways to use that phrase. You people, acceptable ways to use that phrase. You people.
You people need to get back. This building's going to blow. You people can't barbecue in the graveyard, you know. You people can't put your recycling in the trash. You people shouldn't carry around that much cash. You people go out for dinner a lot. You people can't park here in this spot. You people really get into your sports. You people know this place doesn't allow shorts. You people can't walk your dogs in this park. You people can't swim here. Beware of sharks. You people need to quarantine for 14 days. You people are going to have a 3-hour wait. You people have room for one more. You people can once again use this door. You people. There are many ways to use this phrase without it being offensive. These are the most acceptable ways. So it's like a guidebook for if you want to say you people, these ways are okay. My name is Brad Gosse. Timothy, I have a book about Karens. We're going to get to it, my friend. Stick around. We haven't read it yet, so you're in luck. Kevin Monster, hello from Saskatchewan. Welcome from Saskatchewan. Buy a new desk. I have been looking at new desks. Actually, it's funny that you say that because I need a little bit more space. But I have a sit-stand desk, and they're kind of a pain in the ass to buy and replace and all that kind of stuff. So I'm happy with the one I have, but the books are heavy. And on top of all of the other computer equipment I have on my desk, it adds up to a lot for the motor to handle going up and down. So, but maybe I will buy a new desk if I get enough contributions in tonight's live chat. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Yes, Jason, good request. Jason says I should wear the Karen wig. I'm going to wear the Karen wig when we get to meet the Karens. It's along here somewhere. So next up, we're going to read Mom's Tinder profile and 22 other ways adults lie every day.
Mom's Tinder profile, and 22 other ways adults lie every day.
Moms and dads lie without any shame about going to the gym. Or when they cheat at board games. Mom lies to dad when she tells him that she's fine. Or pretends to want salad when she really wants fries. They say that they're sick so they can skip out on work. Mom also lied when she said she didn't know how to twerk. Some people lie about their own height and weight. Others will lie about what they just ate. They pretend to have money. Thank you, Joe Turns. Thank you so much for the $60 donation. When they're drowning in debt, they say, I'm not drunk. They say, I'm not stressed. Busy, busy, busy is always 3 lies. People lie by wearing fake merchandise. People will lie when they go out on first dates. About body counts, the magic number is 8. People lie when they say, I'm on my way. Some people lie when they say they aren't gay. When people hate their jobs, they make up occupations. Some tell stories about fake educations. Some people pretend that they're seeing somebody, while others who are married DM everybody. It's a lie when someone says, I don't want a gift. People pretend to be happy when their marriage is on a cliff. Even though you're a kid, it's important to know that everyone lies and everyone knows. Mom's Tinder profile and 22 ways adults lie every day is available on Amazon. My name is Brad Gosse. I'm glad you're still here. Top donors tonight will receive merch by mail. I send out cool stuff to cool people. So thanks for donating. Thanks for being here. Next up is self-isolation. Then we're going to read Florida Man Stan helps Donnie Baker get his boat back again. Self-isolation, 16 ways to prevent boredom. My name is Brad Gosse. I don't have a theme song for this one, so here we go. These are 16 ways to prevent boredom. Use the internet to make friends with new strangers. Throw sharp objects at your brother, ignoring the danger. Aim a laser pointer from your bedroom window at planes. Try jumping off your roof again and again. Practice throwing a bowling ball at your baby brother. Try firing sharp arrows at your mother. Try some new dance moves out in your bathroom. Make a small campfire in your messy bedroom. Try putting a finger into your cat's butt. Try calling your mother a dirty old slut. If he drives you crazy, tell your dad go to hell. Push your mom down the stairs. Tell the cops that she fell. Hide your baby sister from your parents in the attic. If you don't get your way, try being dramatic. A great cure for boredom is to eat some junk food. Try sticking your dad's butt to the toilet with glue. Self-isolation, 16 ways to prevent boredom when we're stuck at home. All right, so this is Florida man Stan helps Donnie Baker get his boat back again. This book here is, well, it's a little bit crazy. It's some redneck humor. And I co-authored it with Hunter Giambra. I don't know if he's here tonight. Hopefully he's here. But we've done a number of Florida Man books together. I have some of them here to read you. I'm actually waiting on the newest one to hit my mailbox, so it hasn't come yet. But these are a little bit different than my normal content, and maybe a little crazier. So enjoy. Donnie Baker can't find his boat, so he placed a call to the goat. Florida man is how he's known. His real name is Stan. Just ask any hoe. Stan inquires with a call to the state, but Donnie's boat has an unknown fate. Angel Skinner says she knows everything about boats and hoes. Neighbor Mitchell found a buyer for the boat. That motherfucker needs a punch in the throat. She said the boat grew a pair of wings and flew off to the land where the banjo sings. That's all we'll get from her damaged brain. We're going to need a lot more cocaine. Stan gets smarter the more cocaine he uses. Poison Purgatory, thank you for the $100. Damn. We need a road trip to gather some clues. They fought dogs in the streets. They fought dogs in the alley. They fought kids in Mumbai and the beaches of Bali. They fought inbreeders in Alabama, rednecks in Miami. They fought cops in the airport. All the way to Cincinnati. Finally, Stan figured everything out. Beijing, Beijing is what he did shout. Next up, Great Wall. We found Donnie's boat. Now there's one in the vagina and two down in China. Florida man Stan. I told you that one was weird. I warned you. All right, so next up, we're going to read. Let's see, what do we have here? What do we have next? We have Cavity Cat. He comes in your mouth and gives you cavities. We have Why Daddy Hits Mommy coming up next. We have Coronavirus and Friends, the Outbreak Gang of Killer Sicknesses. That's what's coming up next. So Cavity Cat is next. I don't have a song for Cavity Cat. Cavity Cat, that's my name. Giving you cavities is my game. Late at night while you're asleep, I come in your mouth and wreck your teeth. Some people call me the self-butt licker. My paws and tail smell like kitty litter. Tonight, I hope you fall asleep really fast. I'll come in your mouth and make your breath smell like my ass. I'll come to your door and offer you candy, then come in your mouth and show you my handy. Work that I do when I'm wrecking your teeth. Then make your dentist appointment early next week. Your visit to the dentist won't hurt a bit, and don't forget to rinse and spit. Don't worry, the dentist will give you some gas. Then I'll be back to come in your mouth with my ass. Cavity Cat. That one's also weird. Maybe I should have told you that was weird. That's weird. Whew. All right. I'm going to keep this going. The next book is, again, one of my most popular books. When I go on Omegle, people ask for this book more often than a lot of the other books. It gets chosen out of a stack of 10. This one is more often requested. Brad, you didn't put my friends and I on your YouTube channel. Amalia, there's a million reasons why that could have happened. And one of them is I just haven't gotten to it yet because I do have a ton of footage I haven't put up yet. And I do have a lot of videos up. So if you could send me a photo of you, I can see if I can look for it and tell you. But there have been some cases where there have been background music and I've had to remove your video because of copyright reasons or something else. So that may have been the issue. But if I met you on Omegle and we recorded something, and there are cases where I've just had bad reactions. Like some people just sit there stone cold the whole time. And I'm like, I can't really put you on because you're not laughing. So I do kind of need people to react either negatively or positively. But if they're, if you keep a straight face the whole time, it's kind of boring for people to watch. So I don't know what your specific reason is, but feel free to send me a photo of you so I can kind of see if I can find you in the footage and at least tell you if you're soon to be uploaded or if you've hit the cutting room floor, as they say. So thank you for being here. Next book is called Why Daddy Hits Mommy.
Why Daddy Hits Mommy. Kids Guide to Understand Alcoholism.
Again, some people are easily triggered by my books. I don't know how you're still with me if you're easily triggered, but this one really upsets people. So if you're easily triggered, maybe go to the bathroom and have a little pee-pee. When Dad comes home, he wants two things: a whiskey drink and spotless sinks. Even though your mommy works too, Dad's domestic labor expectations are askew. Once Daddy enjoys drinky 3, it's time for you and Mom to flee. To Grandma's house you'd better go, or Mom will suffer several blows. To the faces where Daddy hits, because he drinks and cannot quits. Please remember Dad is sick, even when he uses a stick. Alcohol is Daddy's crutch, and that's why he hits Mom too much. Why Daddy Hits Mommy. All right. What's coming up next? What is coming up next? Let me show you some of the crazy ass books I have next up for you. We have Coronavirus and Friends, The Outbreak Gang of Killer Sicknesses. We have That's Hot, A Kid's Guide to What's Hot and What's Not. We have Help Me Step Bro, again, one of the most popular books people ever request. It's a good movie prompts. Gender Pronouns, What's the Big Deal? And we have Mom plus Dad plus Chad. Your Parents Have Formed a Triad. We also have We're Not Camping, Mom and Dad Lied, We're Homeless. We have Ours Baby, The Only Child Your Stepmom Loves. We have, what else do we have here? Let's see what else we have. We got those over there. We got Pets in Trouble. What did they do wrong? So stick with me. We got some cool stuff coming next. Coronavirus and Friends is the next book. Again, tonight's top 10, maybe top 20 donors, it looks like now, because there's been a lot of big contributions. I will reach out to you. I will get your mailing address, and I will send you some cool stuff. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate your support. Just being here is amazing. Making a contribution is not expected of you, but if you do, I'm eternally grateful for your support. I'm so glad you're here. A lot of my friends are here. I'm glad. Coronavirus and Friends, The Outbreak Gang of Killer Sicknesses. Here we go. Ebola can make your cells explode. Coronavirus means your breathing will be slowed. Swine flu comes from diseased pigs. Mumps will make your jaw look big. Polio can leave you paralyzed. SARS is a respiratory illness. 1 in 10 will die. Measles gives you a really high fever. Bird flu's mortality rate will make you a believer. Yellow fever causes vomiting and fatigue. Smallpox is so serious, it's in its own league. Influenza is also known as the flu. Cholera gives you more than just watery poo. No matter what, you need vaccines. And to keep your dirty little hands clean. Coronavirus and Friends, The Outbreak Gang of Killer Sicknesses. It's available on Amazon. Welcome to the live stream. You're in my basement. We're reading books. I think I'm at the halfway point. Next up, That's Hot. Kid's Guide to What's Hot and What's Not. Some of these I don't read very often. Some of them I know, like backwards and forwards, like Why Daddy Hits Mommy. I don't even have to read that one. It just hits me. Is Pedo Clown Can't Catch a Break? Yes. Pedo Clown is on the list. Big spoon. Thank you for your donation. Logan Saunders is here. Welcome, Logan. I know who you are. We are friends. I appreciate the love. Glad to see you here. Yeah, Pedo Clown Can't Catch a Break is still in the pile. So good timing for you, my friend. Sugar babies at dad's new place? That's hot. Karen asking for the manager at a funeral? That's not. Losing your home in a fire? That's hot. Creepy guys offering you candy? That's not. A freshly made cup of coffee? That's hot. Dead babies under the ice? That's not. Summer days at the beach? That's hot. Your pet hamster getting herpes? That's not. When a baby dies in a fire? That's hot. Eating food from the ground? That's not. Fire-breathing dragon? That's hot. Spitting in another kid's mouth? That's not. Fire roasting marshmallows? That's hot. Licking dirty toilet seats? That's not. Your homeless grandmother's campfire. That's hot. Sneezing into another kid's drink. That's not. Spending eternity in the pits of hell. That's hot. Finding wet balloon tubes in mom's room. That's not. A steaming pile of fresh poo. That's hot. Kissing dirty doorknobs. That's not. A fiery plane crash. That's hot. Gary the gorilla getting gonorrhea. That's not. That's hot. A kid's guide to what's hot and what's not. Yes, you are right. Big Spoon. I know you've been here since the beginning. Yes, this book does. Look, there's no question. I recycle. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I recycle my cartoons. Yes. If I'm gonna use sugar babies, I'm always gonna use the same sugar babies. I use a lot of the same images over and over again in books because they fit in different books. That's the beauty of clip art, is you can kind of use it and reuse it and make it fit whatever it is that you're doing and make it fit your narrative. So yeah, I do recycle a few cartoons here and there. So good eye. I thought maybe, well, I guess if I'm reading them all back to back, you're going to notice that. So yes, I do that. Guilty as charged. All right. We got a few winners coming up next here. We have, let's see. Oh my God. All right. So we got Help Me Step Bro coming up next. We got gender pronouns coming up next. We have mom plus dad plus Chad. Your parents have formed a triad. We have We're Not Camping. Mom and dad lied. We're homeless. Ours baby. Pets in trouble. What did they do wrong? Make your own luck. Practical money advice for kids. Triggered, a kid's guide to modern cancel culture. And then we're going to get to the dead babies 1, 2, and 3. Again, I said top 10, but it looks like it's going to be the top 15 or 20 donors tonight are going to receive merch boxes by me in the mail. I will make sure that you get cool stuff from me for being supportive of my work. So here we go. This book here is very popular.
Help me, step bro, creative prompts for quality movies.
Talk to the boss, you might be getting fired. Unpaid parking tickets, your attention is required. Doctor says bend over and cough. Hot stepmom wants to help you get off. This couch for money is where you must goes. Sometimes a fireman needs to empty his hose. In bed with one lover, the other hides away. Ordered a pizza, can't afford to pay. Picked up a hitchhiker, she can't thank you enough. You wound up in prison, and it's gonna get rough. Hot stepsister and friend stole your PS4. You got caught shoplifting at your favorite store. You went for a massage that came with a feel. You met with a realtor, but only closed one deal. The plumber is here. Your pipes need to be cleaned. Stepsister is stuck in the washing machine. Help me, stepbro. Here we go. All right, this one here, gender pronouns. Well, what's the big deal? You call this one officer. You call this one sister. Your teacher at school was referred to as Mr. You call this one doctor. You call this one father. You call this one captain. He flies helicopters. You call this one highness or majesty or queen. This man is a sergeant and he's a Marine. And it's been pointed out to me that he's not a sergeant. So if you're a military person, I apologize for fucking that up, but it's just how it goes. Your neighbor's name you tried hard to pronounce. So what's the big deal about gender pronouns? If you call someone sir and they tell you it's ma'am, correct yourself. It's easy to get with the program. Gender pronouns. What's the big deal? Next up, here we go. Mom plus Dad plus Chad. This is one of my most popular books. People laugh when they see the cover. It's one of those books where it just when the idea hit me, I was like, oh my God, I got to put this one out. This is like I made it so quickly because once I had the idea in my head, I knew it was going to be solid and people love it. I love it. It's a very popular book. When I do my Omegle videos, my reaction videos, I show people the books and they get very excited about this one. And when I can only give them one choice and this is in the mix, it gets chosen a lot. So here we go.
Hi, Chad. Mom, plus Dad, plus Chad. Your parents are fun and triad. Mom, plus Dad, plus Chad. Your parents are fun and triad. Hi, Chad.
This one I know without having to read it. Elaine, my girl, is here. My racist gran, she's coming up. Mom and Dad were getting bored. Their whole lives seemed to revolve around chores. They tried new activities they thought they'd enjoy, date nights, and hobbies, and even some toys. Nothing was working. Your parents were tired. Then Mom did some research after getting inspired. She presented an idea that seemed a bit strange. They dated new people together for a change. Humpty Dumpty Dickory Dock, your mom just needed a second cock. Tonight's party time, meet your co-father, Chad. He's moving right in, and it won't be bad. Skip along and count to 3. We're normalizing polyamory. A mom plus dad plus Chad. Again, I'm just going to say this. I know most of you are on the program and you get this, but none of my books are designed to change your mind or make you vote for anybody you don't want to vote for or change the food that you buy at the grocery store. Or I'm not here to convince you of any agenda. Okay. I'm just pointing out some of the craziness in the world and some of the funny things in the world and some of the things that really don't even affect us that we get angry about or that others get angry about that are just fun topics to laugh about. So hopefully you're understanding all of this in good humor and you're appreciating it for what it is and you're not taking anything that I do too seriously. And if you are, I'm sorry your parents raised a pussy. Next up is We're Not Camping. Mom and Dad lied we're homeless. Then we're going to do Ours Baby, the only child your stepmom loves, Pets in Trouble, What Did They Do Wrong? We're going to read Make Your Own Luck. We're going to read Triggered. We're going to read Dead Babies 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to get on to Donkey Bear, the story of inbreeding. So here we go. LOL, I just tuned in to hearing you say your parents raised a pussy. Well, you came at a good time, NSG. We're not camping. Mom and Dad lied. We're homeless.
We're not camping. Mom and Dad lied. We're homeless.
It's been a few weeks since we started to camp. Things got hard when we were denied food stamps. The truth, you see, is harder to say. Foreclosure happens when mortgage we can't pay. Mom and Dad are so sorry we lied. But camping, we're not, so swallow your pride. Tent City will be our permanent base. So wipe that miserable look off your face. Homelessness is not as hard as it seems. Just try to get used to the hobo screams. Dumpster diving will be your new favorite sport. And you'll have to spend time waiting in court. Things have to change because we're so poor. Your mother is becoming a bus station whore. We're not camping. All right, next up. A lot of people identify with this book, which is kind of funny. I get a lot of people who are like, wow, this, I don't know, something about this book really hurts because this happened to me. And I was surprised at how many people this happened to. And it all came from me. I followed this stepmom on Instagram who was like a stepmom, like influencer. And I don't know, I found her like annoyingly addictive or addictively annoying, one of those two. And she married she married a man who had kids of his own. And then she wanted a baby with him. And she kept referring to their child as ours baby. And I thought that was really funny. So that's the title of the next book. It's called Ours Baby, the only child your stepmom loves.
Ours baby, the only child your stepmom loves. Ours baby, the only child your stepmom loves. Ours baby.
Your new stepmom seems nice. She makes your dad happy. But she wants more from him. It'll make your life crappy. She prayed every day for someone, please, maybe, to deliver a man who could give her a baby. Your dad has old sperm, but your stepmom can still carry a baby to term. Meet your new brother, Bill. Ours baby is what your stepmom proclaims. In just a few days, she won't want to hear your names. She has a baby with her DNA. So go get a job right now, today. Stepmom says it's time to move out. Now you know what Ours Baby is actually about. Ours Baby. So yeah, I see some people talking about spamming in the chat. I've got Jason Chip here and Jen Riffy. They're both taking care of the spammers. So if you're messaging and you're sending the same message multiple times, Jason's going to boot your ass out of here. So thank you to Jason Chip for taking care of that, and to Jen if you're still here. But yeah, if you're spamming the chat, you're going to get booted. So don't be that person. Why do you got to be that person? Like Joanne Smith says, only good vibes, people. Only good vibes. Pets in trouble. What did they do wrong? Mittens peed in mom's laptop case. Benny rubbed dead raccoon all over his face. Alex bit off your left pinky toe. Polly chewed your eye and even swallowed. Fluffy can't stop bringing home dead babies. Homer ate too many. Sorry, I got that wrong. Fluffy can't stop bringing home dead birds. I'm so used to saying dead babies. Dead birds. Homer ate too many animal turds. Barbie coughed up a lot of hairballs. This dog got anxious and scratched up a wall. Bobo always smells like piss. Rex is about to have a meeting with Dad's fists. This cat attacked your pet hamster named Duke. We're putting Chucky down because he always pukes. Kramer went to the pound for having smelly shits. This cat is in trouble for throwing hissy fits. Foster stained the freshly cleaned carpet. Mimi shreds everything we bring home from the market. Cody drags his dirty ass on the clean floor. Tigger hides dead rodents behind the closet door. Winston tore off your mom's pretty face. Tony ate the dog, so we sent him to a nice place. Pets in trouble. What did they do wrong? So I'll mention this again. The top 15 or so, maybe 20 donors tonight are going to receive merch by mail. So if you are looking for autographed stuff from me, make a few donations tonight. Otherwise, you can buy some stuff on my website. But top donors tonight, I'll reach out to you and I will ask you for your mailing address and I'll send you some cool stuff. So thank you for being here. Shout out to Nerd Loot for my cool tumbler that I got tonight, my conjoined twins and Furious George tumbler. There you go. Can you include That's Hot in your rotation on Omegle? I can. The funny thing is that a lot of people haven't chosen it, so it kind of gets taken out of rotation, but I'll put it back in and see what happens. Absolutely. How will you get a hold of the person that donates to you? Well, I can message you through here. I think it has there's a messenger thing from here, but you can reach out to me as well and just say, hey, I was a top donor in your stream. Can you send me some stuff? So you can email me. There's a contact form on my website. There's lots of ways to reach out to me. You can direct message me on Instagram, direct message me here on YouTube. You can direct message me on TikTok. I read all my shit. That's how I roll. At least so far it's been scalable. So we'll see what happens. Make your own luck. Practical money advice for kids.
Make your own luck. Practical money advice for kids. Make your own luck. Practical money advice for kids.
Your mom says money doesn't grow on trees because she works hard for her money on her knees. Dad chases money all day at his job, creating wealth for his CEO Rob. Some say the best things in life are free. Ask any pimp or divorce lawyer and they'll disagree. Granny says a penny saved is a penny earned, but clipping coupons doesn't fix her money concerns. People say things cost an arm and a leg. With a scarcity mindset, they'll always have to beg. Life is easy when you see money is abundant, so don't get stuck in a job that's redundant. Kids are told to not be greedy, but sharing too much will just leave you needy. Money is the root of all evil. That's what some people say. That mindset will always chase money away. Don't take advice from people with no bucks. Money comes easily when you make your own luck. Make your own luck. Next up, this book is called Triggered, A Kid's Guide to Modern Cancel Culture. And this last summer, I had a video go viral on TikTok, but it went viral to the wrong people. So sometimes you go viral and like your book will be seen by, a huge number of people who love, like my book will be seen by a huge number of people who love my stuff. And then other times I'll go viral and it'll get seen by people who are angered by my stuff and they're sharing it and they're getting, they're engaging with it. And TikTok thinks, oh, more of these people want to see the book. So sometimes it goes viral to the fans, the people who like you who are here, who love this kind of humor, who we share this for. Washer, why do you got to spam the chat? Why don't you just buy the merch? Why you're going to spam the chat and you're going to get your ass kicked out of here? Why you got to be that guy or girl? I don't know who you are, but Jason just booted your ass out again, so we muted you again. Why you got to be a dick? Why you got to be a dick? So anyway, what happened was, because it went viral to the wrong people, there was this like pile on of cancel culture. And I've got some screenshots of profiles of people who have like fuck Brad Gosse in their profile because they hate me so much that they're advertising me for other people, which I think is awesome. Because if you hate me so much that you're telling people you hate me, some people are going to find me who like me. So you're always helping me when you do that. And I kind of think it's funny. But what happened was they piled on so much that they started their own hate thread. And some of them decided that they would contact some of my businesses and tell them to fire me, not knowing that I own the companies. So I got an email in the contact form of Vector Toons, which is the company that provides all the cartoons for my art, which I own, or for my books, which I own, by the way. So they emailed me to tell me to fire me. And they did not like the responses that I sent. So I had a little bit of fun with that. And that inspired me to write this book, Triggered. So that's what this is about. This is about the people who can't take it. With this new year came a new kind of culture. Everyone wants everyone fired. They're vultures. They go online just to get outraged. They find some offense on every web page. The topic of alcohol triggers feelings of bad because your family tore apart thanks to your drunk dad. Topics like abuse will trigger so many because dad hit mom. He'll serve 5 to 20. Nothing triggers like the topic of race. Whatever gets said will be thrown back in your face. They want protection from all the things that hurt. They'll stalk you offline and you might lose your shirt. Content online sends their rage through the ceiling, even though nobody is responsible for their feelings. They wish everything to be rainbows and puppies, just like when they were kids with their teddy bear stuffies. You can't censor the internet with your limited power, so blame your parents for raising a delicate flower. Triggered is available on Amazon. Oof. All right, so let's see. Any questions I can answer? Are you my dad? Maybe. Spamming isn't poggers. Totally agree. All publicity is good publicity. Absolutely. Yes. And yes, they did try to get me fired from my own company. That is a true story. It was pretty funny. And yes, I did send responses. I should probably show some of the responses that I've gotten. So I've had a couple of requests to do this book next. So I'm going to do this book next. It's called Meet the Karens. They're angry and they demand attention, which means, what does that mean? That means it's Karen time. Let's see.
Meet the Karens. Meet the Karens. They are angry and they want attention.
Here we go. Karen can't seem to mind her own business. And she believes there is a war on Christmas. Karen feels safe in her gated community. When her kids get in trouble, they deserve immunity. She doesn't like black kids playing at her beach. When she meets the manager, there's always a speech. She reports everything she hates on TikTok because she doesn't get enough of the cock. She yells at everyone over the phone. Her husband left for the secretary, he bones. Karen's always protesting this or that. And she gets ghosted in her online chats. Karen wants to be treated like a queen. And cares too much about how she is seen. Karen forces her kids to poop. And demands the most attention in group. Logan says he wants me to put Karen on the Hulk. Okay. How many books are we at? I don't know. I have not been counting, but I think we're more than halfway. We're maybe 60% through the evening. So buckle up. How's that, Logan? Does that make you happy? That's right. It's Bernene making a brief appearance. Here we go. All right. 3-part series coming up right now. Very popular book series. Everybody loves.
Dead babies, pushing up daisies, dead babies, pushing up daisies, dead babies.
Sandy was killed in a tragic fire. Beth was poisoned with a pacifier. Tracy got into mom's psychedelic drugs. Gunter died of sepsis thanks to bed bugs. Jackson was left to die in an alley. A tornado is what killed baby Sally. Sean was killed in a massive car crash. Tony died of measles. They thought it was a rash. Sonia fell asleep on the tracks. A nuclear explosion is what killed Max. Jenny took too many of Dad's sleeping pills. Sammy was sold for his organs to cover Dad's bills. Fiona was left to die in an abandoned house. Falling into the pool, that's what killed Klaus. Dead Babies 1 is available on Amazon, as are all of the Dead Babies. Dead Babies 2. Now, they get progressively darker because after I did Dead Babies 1 and it was so popular, everybody was like, oh, give me Dead Babies 2. I want another one. And so I got the drawings to be a little bit more dark this time. I didn't use clip art. I had actual Dead Babies this time. Mira was trapped underneath the ice. Sam had a fatal accident falling off of his bike. Kurt was chewed up and eaten by his dog. Digging through the trash is how we lost Doug. Mark slipped and fell on a fresh, wet floor. Death by electrocution killed baby Thor. Ava died choking on her favorite toy. A botched surgery caused the death of this boy. Mandeep was killed in a big house fire. This girl was crushed underneath a car tire. Theo drank too much household poison. Constipation and sepsis is how we lost Royston. Mary died inside the washing machine. A leg hold trap ended the life of baby Eugene. Alice was found in a puddle face down. Chuck crashed his car on his way downtown. Elaine fell down and cracked open her head. Nobody knows how Dave wound up dead. Helen had a tragic fall down the back stairs. Suffocation by plastic bag is how we lost baby Blair. Baby Blair. Dead Babies 2 is available on Amazon. I'm going to play the song one more time because I'm going to need to clear my throat. As I've mentioned, I'm quitting smoking, and it has taken its toll on my throat. I've decided to choose my voice over smoking. So I'm dealing with a little bit of a dry throat. All my books are on Amazon. They're $10 each. Didn't know you had a YouTube. Well, I'm glad you know now. I'm glad you're here. Top donors, top 15 or 20 donors tonight will receive merch by mail. There's still lots of room to be a top donor, so feel free to make a contribution. I will mail you some shit. That's how I roll. Here we go. Dead Baby's going to play the song one more time.
Dead babies, pushing up daisies, dead babies, pushing up daisies, dead babies.
Marcus died in a game of William Tell. This baby died when the refrigerator fell. Fabian had a bottle go through his head. Skippy was rotting when they found him long dead. This baby died with a pencil through his eye, hooked and speared like a fish. That's how Chad died. Baby Buzzsaw was this kid's nickname. Death by shark is how Becky's life was claimed. Simon fell down and cracked open his head. Hazardous chemicals killed little Fred. Evan was found decapitated. Jeremy was impaled. His parents were frustrated. Sam was poisoned by one of his haters. Felix was chewed up by his pet alligator. Hunter was frozen solid deep inside the ice. Paul was given a Canadian necktie. Tommy got zapped when he put his finger in a socket. This baby carried a lighter in his pocket. Her pocket. Christine was hugged too hard by her pet snake. Don't even ask me what happened to Drake. Dead babies. Excuse me. All right. Next up. Donkey Bear, the story of inbreeding. I can't wait for my TikTok mystery box. Thank you, Amber. Sometimes your mom is something more. She may be your brother, which means therefore you're inbred because your parents related. A brother and sister who shouldn't have mated. Billy Bob was born from siblings who fucked. Cindy Lou's parents, cousins of bad conduct. Skeeter's mom was also his granny. Mary Grace was birthed from her dad's sister's Fanny. You'll be okay because you were mixed. A donkey and bear. It started with a kiss. Inbreeding began with kings and with queens, trying to protect the purity of their genes. Donkey Bear. Kid favorite Donkey Bear. Okay, next up, let's do this. What do we got next? We're going to do rich kids. They're better than you. Then we're going to do creepy creatures to keep you awake with unanswered questions. Then we're going to do things you should know at this stage in your life. Then we're going to do dad's a cuck. Then we're going to do the one that always triggers my smart speakers. Okay, boomer. Then we're going to do don't bathe with Uncle Joe. Daddy-daughter date night. My racist gran, pedo clown can't catch a break. Child services, they're coming for you and your big sister too. Mommy got a DUI. Florida man Stan, STDs and you. Look, learning from the animals at the zoo. There is no farm, a kid's guide to understanding euthanasia. Why mommy hits daddy, because it goes both ways. Candyman van, strangers come in all shapes and sizes. Humpty Dumpty discovers workplace misconduct. Thirst traps, why mom's phone is always blowing up. And Mixed Animals, which is the last book we're going to read. I have read every other book that you haven't seen. Those are the books we're going to read next. All right, so let's see. What's next? We're going to do Mommy Got a DUI.
DUI, Mommy got a DUI. A kid's guide to getting around on the bus.
Since dad went away, your mommy has tried. Her drinking problem from you she hides. After work, mom likes to tie on a few. One or two or more tasty brews. Logan, I'm going to do Murder Clowns. Don't worry, it's just not in the stack here, but I will do it before we're done here tonight. The babysitter is happy to cover mom's lies. For a few extra bucks and a supersized fries. Tonight, though, is different than any other night. Mom's car hit a pole, but she's going to be all right. Her license, however, is now out of sight. From now on, your mommy can't drive you to school. A bus pass will be your transportation tool. The transit system may seem scary at first. Don't worry, tomorrow your cherry will burst. It's not that bad, so please don't you cry. There are many things worse than mom's DUI. Mommy, you got a DUI. A kid's guide to getting around on the bus. Whoops, didn't mean to bang into that. All right. All right, so this one always triggers people. So I'm going to show it to you. Let me tell you up front, your mind is going to go to a really dark place with this book, but the book actually doesn't go to the dark place you think it's going to go to. So I'm just telling you that up front because people see this book and they leave the stream. Okay? So I want to make that very clear up front that you don't need to leave the stream. It's not going to go as badly as you think it's going to go. Stick with me till the end. Okay? And S. Caruth, thank you so much for the contribution. Here we go. Daddy-daughter date night. It's not what it seems. Shit's about to get weird. Mom's getting ready for her girls' night out. Nobody knows how tonight will work out. Dad's cooking skills are limited to barbecue, and when it comes to cleaning, he doesn't have a clue. It's just more convenient for dad to go out, but first, on Facebook out loud, he will shout. Daddy-daughter date night is what he proclaims. Impressing random friends online is dad's game. It's just an excuse to avoid domestic work or leave a messy kitchen for mom to clean like a jerk. Tonight, your dad will treat you like a queen. It's not about you. He just doesn't want to cook or clean. Daddy-daughter date night is just a big farce. His Facebook responses have been pretty sparse. Now you know daddy-daughter date night is lame. Next time, you can expect more of the same. Daddy-daughter date night. It's not what it seems. Okay. We're getting down to the wire here. We should be done maybe in the next 45 minutes, I'm hoping. So So it really is one of the tamest books. You're right. It's not what it seems. That's the whole thing. It's not what it seems. It's not what it seems, and it's not what it seems. That's, that's how I roll. There's a word for that. It's not coming to me right now. Someone will say it, and it'll make me happy when they do. Next up, this book, super popular. One of my top sellers, was my top seller in December, which means that a lot of you have uncles named Joe that you bought this as a Christmas present for, which makes me really happy. And it's called Don't Bathe with Uncle Joe, Setting Boundaries with Adults. And this is exactly what it seems.
Don't bathe with Uncle Joe, setting boundaries with adults. Don't bathe with Uncle Joe, setting boundaries with adults. Don't bathe with Uncle Joe.
Uncle Joe got fired at work. He says because his boss is a jerk. Uncle Joe has allegations. Mom and Dad have reservations. Uncle Joe is staying here. Uncle Joe might offer you beer. Careful not to take a sip. Roofies are what he might slip. Uncle Joe likes having baths. Uncle Joe might touch your ass. Keep your distance from his hands, even when he makes demands. When in doubt, you can just say no and never bathe with Uncle Joe. Don't bathe with Uncle Joe. Next up, we have, this one always triggers my speaker. So if we hear the Google speaker yell back at me, I'm going to tell it to shut up, because that's what I do. I laughing my ass. I remember Don't Bathe with Uncle Chris. That was because somebody told me they had an Uncle Chris. So I changed it to say, Don't bathe with Uncle Chris. I mean, Joe. So Eddie B, thank you for being here. Biggest fan. Zan says, you're easily better than Dr. Seuss. Thank you. Georgina says, I saw you on TikTok. Now I'm obsessed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And again, I'm going to say it again. There's still lots of room to be in the top donor slots. I said top 10 in my pinned comment, but I'm going to move it to the top 20 donors are going to receive merch by mail equal to the amount of money you spend. So you want to give me some money in the chat here, I'm going to happily accept it. And I'm going to send you some cool stuff for whatever money you give me. So, and if you have no money, I'm still glad you're here and I'm glad you're participating. So thanks for being here. I bought 2 of your books and they are amazing. Thank you for your support. And thank you for supporting classic literature. All right. Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. It's not an age, it's an attitude. Okay, Boomer.
A boomer always complains at the store when yesterday's special isn't available anymore. Boomer gives unsolicited advice. Boomer always struggles with his device. Boomer demands your supervisor, just like Karen, and never orders the appetizer. Boomer travels all the time and still maintains a landline. Boomer denies the climate change and always goes to the driving range. A boomer maintains a perfect lawn to help forget the children have gone. Boomer unknowingly makes racial slurs and doesn't believe in entrepreneurs. Boomer wants to tell you she's broke and recognizes the signs of a stroke. Boomer still reads the morning paper and protests against new skyscrapers. Boomer always trims his hedges. Against black people, she always alleges. Okay, Boomer, it's not an age, it's an attitude.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Shut up! B, I told you she did it right at the end. I told you she was going to do it, and she did it. You shut up. Shut up. Okay. Logan, what are you talking about copyright? I don't like to see that word in my chat, so tell me what's what. Talk to me about the copyright. Did you get a copyright warning or something? Because I own all my music. All right, here we go. Next up, super popular book. This one, it is like the Brad Gosse universe. It is like the Brad Gosse universe. Okay, next up we have another popular book. This one just dropped like 2 weeks ago, and it's become very popular very quickly. Let's see. It's called
Your dad's a cop. Your dad's a cop. Your dad's a cop. Your dad's a cop. Your dad's a cop.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. I don't even know what Chungus is, so not going to happen. Your mom's a hard worker. Your daddy is too. They take care of the house and clean up after you. But marriage is more than just working and chores. Your mommy has needs your dad can't ignore. Mom's sex drive is greater than dad's ability to keep your mom happy until she met Steve. They made an agreement 'cause your mom likes to fuck. They do everything together. Your dad is a cuck. Dad's a cuck. Things you should know at this stage in your life. Make a book about Batman. I'm not going to make a book about Batman. I'm sorry to say. Not going to happen. Old ladies will hit you with frying pans, and you always need to wash your hands. Never spit in another kid's mouth. Avoid the KKK when you visit the South. During a pandemic, you should wear a mask. Don't sneeze into anyone's glass. Don't rub your face on the handles of a car. Being a yes man won't get you very far. Whatever happens, don't beat a dead horse. Make sure to always know when the ball is in your court. Oh, I do recycle my drawings. There's no question. Don't eat garbage, for crying out loud. Don't spend your life with your head in the clouds. Never lick a dirty toilet seat. When you pick your nose, you should never eat. S. Caruth, thank you for the $20 donation. Please don't lick your friend's phone screen. Never fuel the fire with gasoline. Don't share used bubble gum with your friends. You can't spend forever sitting on the fence. Don't put your lips on the knob of a door. Never eat food you find on the floor. People will use guns to defend their house. Always wear a condom when you bang someone's spouse. Things you should know at this stage in your life. All right, next up we have creepy creatures to keep you awake with unanswered questions. Then we're going to do rich kids. They're better than you. No, I'm not going to do a Superman book either, Eddie. Sorry. Then we're going to do Why Mommy Hits Daddy. There is no farm. We're going to keep it going here, and we're going to get it going. I'm not doing any books about superheroes, so stop. I think you should make a book that's just super, super dark. I think I have a few super, super dark books, but, you know, it's called Dead Babies, 1, 2, and 3. So, yeah. Creepy creatures to keep you awake with unanswered questions. Here we go. Again, top contributors in tonight's stream will receive what? Free merch. This baby has the hands of a dog. This ugly creature is called Feathered Frog. I do have a book about Karens. We already read it. This boy has the face of a husky. Cockroach baby smells really musky. Centipede baby was sewn from human skin. Man clown has committed so many sins. Money man's skin is pure currency. Squidfish lives deep down in the sea. Rabbit man has the face of a bunny. Three-head girl has many thoughts. Some of them are funny. Ramhorn lady gets a lot of headaches. Penguin girl's mom said she's a mistake. Lady Hammerhands will beat you senseless. Spider lady's web will leave you defenseless. Shrimp pork is a tasty treat. Two-headed cat never has enough to eat. Flesh-eating ladybug is super scary. Bearded baby was born this hairy. Creepy creatures to keep you awake with unanswered questions. All right. We are down to this many books left. So here we go. And then the last one we're going to read it just came out this week. It's called Mixed Animals Are Unique Just Like You. So I'm going to put that at the bottom of the stack. We got some good classics coming up. It's all coming up. And here we go. Here we go. I have not read Everything's Tremendous. It's in the list of books to read before we call it a night. Next up, we have Rich Kids. They're better than you.
I'm hungry. Rich kids, they're better than you. From your piss programmer to the holes in your shoe. Rich kids, they're better than you. From your piss programmer to the holes in your shoe.
Money is what your parents will struggle to earn, so there's no better time for us to learn. All of the ways rich kids have it better than you, from your piss poor grammar to the holes in your shoe. Bradford has his own rooftop pool. Lauren rides in a stretched Escalade. It's really cool. Warren has a private butler in his parents' mansion. Richard's family wealth is always in a mode of expansion. Selma has her own private cabana beach. For Edmund, any career is well within reach. Every month, Sandra gets a new designer bag. Yelena's new water skis have much less drag. Abigail's parents have stocked fridges in the garage. Elon gets a regular massage. Gerald can get into the college of his choosing. He'll graduate even though he spent the whole time boozing. No matter what happens, he'll land on his feet. His dad's connections will keep him among the elite. Winston has 12 birthdays each year. Hilton sleeps soundly every night without any fear. Life isn't easy when your parents are poor, but you might get a job cleaning a rich person's floor. Rich kids, they're better than you. All right, we're getting down to the wire here. I had a request for Everything's Tremendous, so I'm going to do that one next. Everything's Tremendous. We're the best in the world. If you get sick, please don't be stressed. Right now, we just don't have enough tests. We're offering medical tests in dirty parking lots at the same stores with all that toilet paper you bought. National emergency, 2 very big words, the best words, world class. Don't worry, we've learned a lot, and this too will pass. I'm highly intelligent, so I called my CEO friends. They're the best in the world, so I have to commend their efforts, even though they haven't yet done a thing. I've frozen interest rates on student loans to help with the sting. But you still have to pay tuition, even though school is out. After all, money is still what this country is about. I've been tested even though I haven't been tested, even though I was exposed. I stood right next to someone infected in a picture I posed. I'm suspending all travel to contain the spread. We have tremendous funeral homes to deal with the dead. Everything's tremendous. And this book pisses off a lot of people. In fact, people get mad at me because they think because I make fun of a president that I'm anti something or pro something. And again, you know, none of my books are designed to convince you to do anything, who to vote for, what to eat, none of that shit. I am just here to make you laugh. If I make fun of a president that you love and it makes you upset, that's because you're a baby. It's that simple. Don't be a snowflake. Here we go. We already did Why Daddy Hits Mommy, but we haven't done Why Mommy Hits Daddy. And this is one of the few songs that are one of the few books that I have new songs for. I don't know how many of you have noticed some of the new songs, but this one's never been heard before.
Why Mommy Hits Daddy? Why Mommy Hits Daddy? Kids Guide to Understanding Alcoholism.
When mom comes home, she doesn't expect much. A clean bathroom and your father's gentle touch, even though your daddy works hard. She expected him to clean the poops in the yard. After mom starts drinking wine, with your father, she draws the line. With your father, she draws the line. Once mom takes a break to pee, you and your dad had better flee. To the lawyer you must go before your mom's anger plateaus and she beats your daddy with her fists because she can't control her drunken fits. Drinking is your mom's issue. Now go and get your dad a tissue. Why Mommy Hits Daddy. Moving along in the list, we only have a few books left. If you've made it this far, stick it out unless you got butt hurt and then go cry in your corner like a little bitch. My name is Brad Gosse. I write books for children. My last name rhymes with sauce. I'm here. You're in my basement. Hulk Karen is here. She wants to speak to your manager. And then when she speaks to your manager, she's going to ask for your manager's supervisor. And if she doesn't get her way, she's going to smash some shit. The next book is called There Is No Farm, A Kid's Guide to Understanding Euthanasia. And there's a song for this one.
There is no farm. Kid's Guide to Understanding Euthanasia. There is no farm. Kid's Guide to Understanding Euthanasia. There is no farm. There is no farm.
A dog's life is not very long. The bond you form is incredibly strong. You grew up alongside your doggy named Benny. You did everything together and you made so many memories, which is why we decided to lie when it was actually time for Benny to die. Since Benny was always your very best friend, we decided not to tell you when it was the end. We made up stories about a farm far away, about a nice farm far away, where Benny could run and jump and play. When you asked to visit, we lied more to you because we just couldn't tell you the truth. But now it's time for us to confess. The nice veterinarian put Benny to death. There is no farm. Next up, we have another popular book. I got a lot of popular books left, so stick with me. There's some winners here. Big winners. Just like you for hanging out with me tonight. You're a big winner. Why did you choose a border collie? Okay, if you're going to put a lot of W's in the chat, my man Jason's going to kick your ass out of here, Fonzie, man. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. What's with the W's? I don't get it. You guys are weird. Here we go. STDs and you. Learning from the animals at the zoo.
STDs and you, yes you, learning from the animals at the zoo. STDs and you, learning from the animals at the zoo.
Dad had unprotected butt sex with a strange man. His visit to the doctor wasn't planned. So he took you to the zoo so he could explain gonorrhea causes yellow discharge and pain. My man Jason's got my back. Thank you, Jason. Remember when mom brought home that stranger? She got the AIDS, not knowing the danger that unprotected sex can bring to you. So wrap up your junk, whatever you do. Chlamydia may stop you from having kids. Crabs, also known as pubic lice, is easy for you to rid. Syphilis starts out as a few painless sores. HPV can end up being so much more. Also called genital warts, it may lead to cancer. Herpes has no cure. Now you have the answers. About STDs, so now you know to always wear condoms when you sleep with the hose. STDs and you. We're down to, how many books are we down to? We're down to 1, 2. So let me tell you what we've got left, okay? I'm going to grab this one too because I've had some requests for it. I want to make sure I get everybody covered here. Yeah, got that one. Which one? Murder clowns will be on this list. We have Child services, they're coming for you and your big sister too. We have Pedo Clown Can't Catch a Break. We have My Racist Grand says we still can't trust the Japs. We have Candyman Van. Humpty Dumpty discovers workplace misconduct. Thirst Traps. And the last one, the newest book, is called Mixed Animals Are Unique Just Like You. And we're going to read that one last. So thank you for hanging out with me this far. We've almost made it to the end here. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books left. Here we go. Here we go. Murder Clowns. Putting You to Sleep. Now, this is not a book I can read properly because it just starts off with a comic that says, murder clowns will help you sleep. Count them just like you count sheep. When you close your eyes to dream, murder clowns will make you scream. And then I just have them all listed in here as like a catalog, basically, of Lucas and Sir Hugs-a-Lot. And then we have Harrison, and we have Steamer the Clown, and then we have Jugular the Clown and Spiffy, and we have David Blowy and Baloney, and we have Cheese and Butterknife the Clown, and we have Lofty the Clown and Handles the Clown, and then we have Lickety and Sheba, and we have Puffy and Knockers, and we have Buggy, and we have Kill Bosby. Kill Bosby, it's a great name for a clown. We have Jelly Bean, and we have Cracked Justin, and we have Cuddles and Wheezy, and we have Winnie and Sniffles, and we have Josiah and Skittles. And we have Flipper and Wally. And then we have the murder victims. So what I did was, and I'm doing this again, you can get these on my website on bradsy.com, which is my website. You can actually have your name added to the next issue of Murder Clowns. We can put your photo in as a missing person, or we put your name in as a murder victim. So these were all people who sponsored the book. Some of you are actually here tonight. So yes, I'm going to make a series of the books, and there will be more victims, more books. The part 2 is coming out in April. So I guess I need to get that going. I have the art done, and I have some people who have reserved a spot in the next book. So you can actually read, you can actually add yourself to the next book. Zan, can I read Thirst Traps? It's in the list. It's in the last few books coming up. So yeah, so that's Murder Clowns for those of you who are asking about Murder Clowns. Next up, we have another popular book. It's called
Child Services. Child Services. They are coming for you and your big sister too.
You say my camera is a little blurry. Is everybody else seeing a blurry camera, or is my video okay? Because I have a pretty fast internet connection. I have a gigabit fiber connection here. I shouldn't have any lag on the camera. So let me know. The camera's 100%. Okay, thank you. Usually when people have a blurry camera, it's on their end, and it's something to do with the stream. So hopefully it'll come out fine in the recording. But we're cool because I know that I have a fast connection to the internet. Should be cool. Should be okay. Unless someone's like attacking me with DOS packets or some shit. Child Services, they're coming for you and your big sister too. Here we go. Your house is a mess from the top to the bottom. Unlivable at best, and the kitchen smells rotten. Your parents are hoarders, can't throw anything away. It's a mental disorder. Now you'll have to pay. A call to the cops. Your parents go to court. Foster care, next stop. It was your last resort. Try hard not to moan. Your parents negligent. Now you're on your own, and your sister can't make rent. Child Services. This one that's coming up is really dark. This is the darkest of all of my books. Okay. So another book on how the murder victims were killed. It's probably a good idea. I should do something like that, Big Spoon. It's definitely worth doing. Here we go. This book is dark. I've done a lot of dark books tonight, but this one is super dark. So, just saying, again, I'm not here to change your mind about anything. I'm just here to make you laugh about funny shit. But if you're easily triggered or butt hurt, again, it's a good time for a pee-pee break. Go have a pee-pee. We'll be back. You'll be back here and I'll be done. Okay. But if you can handle the dark, then stick around. Shit's going to get weird. I told you shit would get weird. And I mean it. Shit's going to get weird. You thought Daddy-Daughter Date Night was a scary title. Oh my God, Big Spoon, $123.45. Thank you so much. That is an amazing donation. Thank you. Thank you. Shit's about to get weird. Here we go.
Pedo clown can catch a break, can catch a break. Pedo clown can catch a break, can catch a break. Pedo clown.
Jonathan, thank you for the $10 donation. Pedo Clown says inappropriate things. And he carries needles that really sting. Pedo Clown has a sketchy past. And scares potential customers away fast. He makes balloons in the shape of a penis. And considers himself a marketing genius. Pedo Clown invested in a bouncy castle. But finding new customers is always a hassle. He silences children with chloroform and always offers fresh popcorn. Pedo Clown finds kids by using his dog. And has bizarre internal dialogue. He always offers a variety of treats. And his puppet shows simply can't be beat. Pedo Clown is always drinking like a fish. Because why? Because he's on a permanent sex offender list. He tries to convince you with a van full of cake. But Pedo Clown just can't catch a break. Pedo Clown. Here we go. We're down to the last five books. 5 books left. 5 books left. This one here's a classic. It's a classic. It's one of my first books. And it's definitely made some people angry who've decided that you can't talk about this stuff anymore because it's in the 2020s now. We're not allowed to talk about these things anymore. But just because Dr. Seuss's company canceled his own books doesn't mean that I'm going to cancel my own books, okay? I'm not canceling my books. Not canceling. Even this one here. Here it is.
My racist grand says we still can trust the jabs. Trust the jabs, my racist grand.
The holidays are when we go to Grandma's house right through the snow. We love her turkey, cannot lie. Until Gran gets that look in her eye. 1 drink, 2 drink, 3 drink, 4. Grandma suddenly remembers the war. Remember why to keep a straight face. When light dinner conversation turns to race, even while the gifts unwrap. A grandma won't shut up about the Japs. Black people, brown people, Polish or Jew. Our grandmother probably hates you. On the drive home, our daddy will say, remember, we didn't bring you up that way. Dad claims to be the great defender. Until the conversation turns to gender. My racist gran. It's my girl's favorite book, this one. Why Granny Gotta Ruin the Mood. Here we go. This one, we're down to 4 books. We're down to 4 books. We made it this far. We can totally pull this off. Anybody that clicks the dislike button is offended, Zachary. I think there's a few dislikes, but you know what? You got to piss some people off to make some other people happy, don't you? That's just the way the world works now. You got to divide people with their anger and their hate. Jonathan Covello, thank you so much for your additional donations. I love you and I appreciate you donating to my live stream. You make my life better and you make me happy. And I'm going to take some of your money. I'm going to send you some stuff. I'm going to take some other parts of your money and I'm going to buy some shit to put on the shelf behind me because that's what I do. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This one here.
Strangers come in all shapes and sizes.
Eddie B, thank you for the donation. When we think of strangers, we picture a van. Sometimes we picture a dirty old man. Sometimes there's candy. Sometimes there's a clown. Sometimes your mom's sick in a hospital downtown. The strangest of strangers. Strangers don't always appear to be strange. They don't always look like the peeps on this page. The scariest of strangers still offer you candy, but they don't all look like sex offender Randy. Pimps are strangers that aren't very funny. Leprechauns lure you with gold and with money. Creepy is the beekeeper who offers you honey, but whatever happens, don't trust the Easter Bunny. Candyman Van. Strangers come in all shapes and sizes. 3 books left. 3 books. 2 before we get to the newest book that's never been read before. And they're good ones. So I'm glad you stuck it out this far because shit gets weirder as we move through here. And, you know, you might get more butt hurt along the way. So, you know, you're probably not easily butt hurt if you're still here. But if you are easily butt hurt, now's probably time for a poo-poo break because I've only got 3 books left. And the next one's probably going to trigger you. And the next one, maybe not so much, but then the last one again. So here we are. Are you going to start back at the beginning for the second round? Oh, my God. Another 2 hours and 4, another 3 hours. I don't think I could pull that off, but you should sell those kinds of glasses. These are by Blue Blocker. I'm still waiting for their response to my email asking them to sponsor me. So there we go. Here we go. Thank you, S. Caruth, for the $20 contribution. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Top donors in tonight's live stream will be sent mystery boxes. Reach out to me after this live stream and say, hey, Brad, this is my name. I'm a top donor, and I will send you stuff. I'm going to try and reach out to you. I'm sure it's going to let me message you through this chat afterwards. But anyway, 3 books left. We can do this. We can do it, gang. We can totally pull this off. We're almost at the finish line. And this one is super popular.
Are you ready? Here
Humpty Dumpty.
we go. Humpty Dumpty discovered workplace misconduct.
Humpty Dumpty Discovers Workplace Misconduct is available on Amazon and is not to be confused with workplace sensitivity training, although it could work. Humpty Dumpty started a new job. Humpty Dumpty shows co-workers his knob. He makes jokes about sexual orientation and emailed a co-worker with the subject oral fixation. He doesn't understand inappropriate touch, and his secret Santa gifts are way too much. Chance Perry, thank you so much for the donation. He's always suggesting awkward things and gives people nicknames that really sting. He forwards emails that always offend, always demanding hugs that never seem to end. He makes offensive stereotypes when it comes to gender. When he gets in trouble, he says he didn't mean to offend her. His workplace activities are sexually inspired, and that's why Humpty Dumpty always gets fired. Humpty Dumpty Discovers Workplace Misconduct is available on Amazon. 2 books left. You made it this far. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Again, I'm grateful for you. You have no idea how awesome it is to be able to do this for a living. This was what I always wanted to do when I was a kid. Never thought it was possible. Made some good decisions in my business career so that I could get to this place where I could do comedy for a living and basically be broke for a little bit of time while I do it. And so I'm so glad you're here. Every single one of you is important to me. And it's not just about the donations, just being here, just enjoying, commenting, subscribing, liking, all of that matters to me. It's all currency to me. So I'm glad you're here. This is the last book before the newest book. And this book is called Thirst Traps: Why Mom's Phone is Always Blowing Up.
She's posting thirst traps, that's why mom's phone is always blowing up. She's posting thirst traps, that's why mom's phone is always blowing up.
Your mom does important work at her job and volunteers on weekends cleaning up after slobs. She does all the shopping and takes care of you, but after you go to sleep, she's got nothing to do. She spends lots of time on her tablet and laptop and phone. What does she do at night when she's all alone? Her notifications don't seem to relax. Yep, you guessed it. Mom's posting thirst traps. She loves it when randoms slide into her DMs. She says she can't make any female friends. Your mom's a good lady. I'm spitting straight facts. Just let her enjoy her nightly thirst traps. Thirst traps. Okay, we are down to the last book. This book just dropped this week, and I can't read the whole thing on TikTok because I know it's going to trigger the Karens, and they're gonna ban it. So I didn't even bother finishing it. I read part of it, but I didn't finish it. So you're going to get the theme song. You're going to get the whole book because you're here on YouTube, and I'm thrilled that you're here. Joni says, it's funny. I discovered you from the hate posts, and I'm here enjoying every vid. That's why haters are amazing. That's why I don't get so angry about having hate, because haters bring us more viewers. So I'm glad that we have haters, because if you divide people and you make half of them angry and half of them happy, the angry people actually help you find more happy people. And I learned that a long time ago in my business marketing. Doing things that were angering to people actually helped. They went out and advertised me for free. So my very first book actually triggered a lot of people. That was like 9 years ago, and it triggered a lot of people. It was a business book, has nothing to do with what I'm doing now, but this is the newest book, and it's called, and it's the last book we're going to read tonight. So thank you for being here on the journey. If you are, I've joined you from iFunny. Thank you for being here. If you are planning to make any more contributions to the chat, any more donations, now's the time. And I will send you some merch. That's just how I roll. Send me some money. I'll send you some funny. See, I made that rhyme. I push more rhymes than Dr. Dre. My name is Brad Gosse. I work harder than Cardi B. I work harder than Miley. I'm here for you. And I'm thrilled that you're here for me. Mixed animals are unique just like you. Here we go.
Mixed animals, are unique just like you. Mixed animals are unique just like you.
Your mom and dad came from different breeds. These animals will make it easier for you to see. Elephant bear is just like you. Thank you, Ghost Trap, for the $50. Donkey bear was born in a zoo. Dog baby is one half human. This lady is part penguin. Her name is Susan. Bear dog was born inside a lab. Shrimp pig tastes like bacon and crab. What's up, Jordan? Welcome. Dog bird doesn't know how to fly. This dog mixed with a dragonfly. Bunny dog is super cute. Kitten dog always scoots. Man dog is an abomination. Dog snake is the product of much temptation. Rat bear has two giant front teeth. Duck dog has the cutest little web feet. They are inspired by Adventure Time. You're right. Yeah, these drawings were, I kind of said I like the Adventure Time style for these. So chicken dog doesn't produce any eggs. Rat dog has the skinniest legs. No milk comes from this dog cow. Fox dog is very well endowed. This animal is half dog and half lion. Bear dog's parents named him Ryan. Jonathan Covello, thank you so much for the $10 donation. You'll have to explain on rare occasions that your dad is white and your mom is Asian. Mixed animals are unique just like you. Is available on Amazon, and it's my newest book. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you like the Adventure Time style. Jordan, Kyla says hi. Say hi to Kyla for me. Urban Automotive says, great job. Super proud of you. Thanks for the entertainment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in this. This is the first time I've ever done a live stream of this magnitude where I've talked for 3 hours and given you all of my books. So now I can at least, when this, I'm going to put a recording of this up. S. Caruth, thank you again for the donations. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put the recording of this up and hopefully it sticks. Hopefully it'll be available for everyone to see so that when people say, I get a lot of people that complain that are like, you only read the same 6 or 8 books. That's because that's what people ask me to read when I do my reaction videos. So this is an opportunity for me to read all of the books that nobody requests. Some of them are better than others. You might love some more than others. But I'm really glad that you're here, and I'm really glad that you allowed me to do this and that you supported me doing this. This was really cool. I had so much fun doing it. I've seen some people asking when the next one is. I don't know, but I would like to make sure that I do this more often. Maybe I'll do, when I do new books, I'll bring them here and I'll do a few books and then I'll read the new book to you here. Elaine says, well done. So entertained. Thank you. Thanks, babe. Darth C. Taylor or Darth Clater. Thank you for the $20 contribution. James Justice is here. Thank you, James. Good to see you, my friend. Have a good day. Thank you for the 3 hours to reading to me like a 5-year-old. That's what I do. Random Stuff YT. I'm just glad you're here. I don't expect donations from everybody. I'm really glad you're here. I'm glad you spent this time with me. Take off your glasses. Okay, yeah, you stuck it out this far. There you go. I never do this because, well, you know what happens. You're going to fall in love with me when you start to see my eyes. So I'm not going to keep them out for too long because then you're going to all turn into thirsty bitches. And I ain't got no time for thirsty bitches. So, again, I'm grateful for you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you came. Okay, here, we'll take them off one more time. Thirsty. You're going to get thirsty, bitches. Thirsty bitches. Ghost Trap. Jordan. Boys can be thirsty bitches too. No cap. All right. We're going to shut this down with like 4 minutes left to go. So if you have any questions, I'll answer them now. I've got like 5 minutes before I'm going to close this down. So I'll answer any other questions that you have. Wait, please, one more. Do I have one more to show you? I might have one more to show you. No. I've read them all. I've hit the wall. But I will answer questions. I'll answer questions for like another 3 minutes. How does that sound? Do you have a schedule for when you record? I don't have a schedule. I just kind of go on when I feel like staying up late. So some nights I'm like, I'm going to work tonight. And then 10 o'clock hits. I'm like, I'm going to go to sleep. So, but I will be doing more late night stuff. I will be doing more Omegle and OME.TV recordings. Oh, some Karen hair in my hair from the Karen wig. Starting to fall off. How much are the things in the back? A lot of money. Your favorite nerd item on the wall behind you. That would be Venom, Karen, or Venom right there. That's my favorite thing. But I really like Shazam because I just got Shazam. So I really like that. You should make a Discord server. I've been thinking about doing that. That's something I have considered. How long does it take to make a book? It takes about an hour to make a book. Once I have the art and the idea, it takes about an hour. Brad, are you going to do more live streams? Yes, I'm definitely going to do more live streams. It's 5 a.m. for me in 4 minutes. Thank you, Logan, for hanging out this late. Oh my God, Brad, I have a book idea for you. Jordan, send it to me. I want to know the book idea. Send it to me. We're friends on Instagram, right? Message me on Instagram. If not, email it to me. If you can Kyla has my email address, so you can grab it from her. Who's your favorite superhero? Superman and Spider-Man. I know that's pretty basic, but that's who it is. Are you interested in more book topics? Yes. Message me with book topics. If you have ideas for books, I can't guarantee I'll do them. And if I do them, I'm not going to pay you anything. So just know that in advance. You send me a book idea, it's mine. If I run with it, I run with it. Don't come looking for your cut. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? What was my first ever book? I wrote a book in, you can message me through my website, bradgosse.com. There's a contact form on my website, bradgosse.com, myname.com. I just moved to Toronto, Canada. Does Amazon deliver here? Yeah, go to Amazon.ca. I live in Toronto, so I get all my books from Amazon.ca. Absolutely, Squid Socks. You can get all my books on Amazon.ca, and they come from here. They come here pretty quickly. You get them through Prime. So yeah, absolutely. I'm also in Toronto. Thanks again. We have 30 seconds left, and if there's any other questions, I'll answer them. If not, we're going to end the stream. And I'm super happy that you came. And that for those of you who are like OGs that came from 8 o'clock until now, I'm so happy you stuck it out. That is the coolest thing. Do I play video games? Yes, I play Call of Duty. I play Call of Duty Cold War right now on the PS4. And yeah, that's what I play. But I don't play it that often. I don't play it as much as I should. I should spend more time unwinding. So Logan says, best live stream I've ever watched. Thank you so much. Poison Purgatory, you're definitely an OG. You're not only stuck it out the whole time, but you were a high donor. So thank you for that. Okay, we're gonna wind it down. We're gonna shut it down. I'm so grateful for everybody who came here, and thank you for being you.